Ray here, and today we are playing 14 Days with You. Now, full disclosure, I did play part of the first day before, but upon listening back to it, I wasn't very satisfied with my performance when voice acting it, so I decided I would redo it and give it another shot. Now, without further ado, let's play 14 Days with You. Hi. This is really creepy. Password. This won't be relevant somewhere underneath a sticky note. This takes you to a website. You're in Hardcode's DMs. I'm in the same, we're not the same, any of them. Okay, cool. I would like a custom main character, please. I don't know. It'd be pretty pale. I'm not sure what these bottom two do. Alright. I don't really know what the point of our, character sprite is. When are we gonna see him? These hairstyles are kind of cute, but I don't understand what these boxes are down here for. Because, when I click on them, nothing changes in the artwork. I think it's just, describing what the hairstyle is. I think I'm gonna go with that, I guess. Let's see, what hair color do I want? Kinda like this one. Alright. My name is not Rat, it's Ray. Please don't call me Rat, I do not like that. How do I type in my last name? Oh shoot. I would like a last name. I need an adult help. Shoot. Guess I'm Ray, no last name. Help. I didn't think I would delete my last name. Okay. I guess I don't get a last name then. I am an adult, that's very specific, we love that. I probably shouldn't have locks. I didn't realize those were locks. I just thought they looked nice. I have wavy long hair. It's gray. No, it's not. I don't want to be old. And purple eyes. Okay. My hair color is red. My eye color is purple. I am a librarian who hates books. Wow. My home address is... Don't look at that. We don't look at the bottom either. Don't worry about where I live. That's classified information. Known affiliations, I have a friend named Leon Davis. A moth, quote-unquote, friend. Don't worry about the redactions. That's not suspicious. Violet Garcia is our neighbor. Eleanor Creston is our co-worker. Kana O'Rukra Rokri is our employer. And who knows about my family? I don't know, but I would like a last name. And don't worry about this creepy map. I never liked these features on mobile. Like on Snapchat and whatnot, or Instagram, where they have this map. No. Right, I see. I can't wait to officially meet you. That's not creepy. In the slightest. And in other news, the remnants of yet another body has been pulled out from Lake Blue Moss, making a total of 4 unidentifiable victims in the past year. Authorities believe that Stifling a groan with the rim of my coffee cup, I fished the round for the remote lodged between the cushions and turned off the TV. I wasn't about to let some morbid headline damper the start of my cheerful morning, especially considering how today was gonna be my first day at work, and after finally getting that hard-earned promotion. I mean, sure, stacking and sorting through books at a library may have not been my dream job, or even my first choice of places to work after moving back. But the pay was nice. My coworkers were friendly, and the building was located within the perfect walking distance from my apartment. Can you name me one librarian who has nice, decent pay? I swear, whenever I hear about librarians, they're like, man, the job is really nice, but the pay isn't. That's the most unrealistic part of this game. There was even this adorable little bakery along the way that served the best shortcakes and croissants known to mankind. And the manager there always loved to hand out small freebies whenever I stopped by. It still beats living in the city, though. Honestly, I wasn't even sure why I left my hometown in the first place. The fast-paced hustle and bustle lifestyle of the city just wasn't what I was longing for whenever I stared out the window on sleepless nights. And the people there were always rude and indignant. It was nothing like Cortland Bay, where everyone felt like a close-knit family, and the air smelled like the sea rather than pollution. And sure, the local crime rate might be getting out of hand as of late, and there might be fewer things for me to do here. But my new job keeps me busy, and I prefer spending my time alone at the beach over visiting shady bars with people I barely consider friends. In fact, setting my mug down on the table, I reach into my pocket and pull out my phone. A notification from Moth. My online friend pops up on the screen. I tap to read their message. What greets me is an adorable sticker of some anime character giving a thumbs up, as well as a short message that says, "Good luck today," underneath. Moth has always been adamant about showing their endless support for me, even after 5 years of friendship, curse memes, and late-night video calls. Those right there, those are the best friends. I have some friendships like that from COVID, and honestly, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I was actually texting one of them right before the stream started. And even though I would never admit it out loud, I was truly grateful to have someone like them in my life. Why not? Why not say it to them? I'm grateful to have you. There you go. I don't know. If Moth was my friend, I will let them know how much I appreciate them. Pulling up the keyboard, I began to type a response to their message. Let's see. No, I definitely want to. Let's send back another sticker. When did I download a pack of anime stickers? Not that I was about to complain or anything. After all, they were free, charming, and included some of my favorite comfort characters. Without hesitating, I sent back a sticker of some green-haired protagonist holding up a giant heart. A gray chat bubble pops up just as I hit the send button, indicating that Moth was typing out another message. By the way, did you see the latest AOG episode? I heard Haruko got an outfit change. Spoil it for me! Did they really change his hairstyle? Or was it really just a sorcerer outfit? I can't call myself his spouse if I don't even know whether he changed his look or not. So real for that girl. We love a girl who knows what she wants. Attack on AOG. No wait, Attack on Giants or AOG. That's totally not a spin-off name of a very popular real-life anime, that would be crazy. As Moth like to call it, is a popular anime series that we recently became obsessed with. And Haruko was one of the main characters from the show. He's a sorcerer from the Pardon me if I butchered this. He's a sorcerer from this He's a sorcerer from the Shizuka clan and is widely known for his shy, empathetic, and airheaded demeanor. And as of late, his unique hairstyle has become a trending topic within the anime community. Now that I'm thinking about it, what hairstyle did Haruko have in the latest AOG episode? Oh, okay, if we're going by anime standards, short is like to the nape of your neck, because this is anime. Yes, there are anime characters with buzz cuts, or crew cuts, but you don't see that as often. That's still all short. I'm considering medium length to be past your chin to your shoulder, and long hair is the guy's able to tie it up in a huge ponytail, and it goes halfway down its back. That's my opinion. So, with that out of the way, everyone knows objectively that mid-length hair in anime is the best. You can fight me on this. Oh, so it's relatively the same length then? Phew. I must have been looking at fake news or something. By the way, I don't mean to change the subject, but didn't you say last night that you're gonna head to work at 8 a.m.? 'Cause, it's almost 9:30 where you are right now. Right? Or am I just dumb and got the time zones mixed up again? Looking at the time displayed on my phone, I immediately let out an exchange of curses and leapt to my feet. Crap. Grabbing the coat that I carelessly strewed across the back of the sofa earlier, I quickly struck it on before making a beeline towards the front door. Before I leave, however, I spare myself one final glance in the poorly hung mirror in the hallway. Hopefully, the outfit I chose was appropriate for my job. Alright, so I don't think we're gonna see us because before I chose alternative fashion because if it was a picture of us, I'd want to be in alternative fashion because it's hot. It looks good. I'm just saying. But since that's not the case, maybe we should dress a little more fitting for a library. Because you're working in a library, so you don't need professional clothing, but you need something nice. So not comfy, I would say casual, but then again, that might be a little boring. Let's do cutesy. I know, completely different from what I was selecting, but I don't know, casual is normal. Oh god, that's more cutesy than I thought. I thought we were gonna put on a sundress. Can't go wrong with a bit of pastel bows and frills. Giving myself a small spin in the mirror, I admire how the soft fabric and patterns flow around me. But enough of that. I check myself out another time. I hastily I smooth out the wrinkles and prick off any stray pieces of lint from my sleeves before I finally head out the front door. And almost catch my coat on the door handle in the process. With a grumble, I tug at the fabric of my coat before slamming the door shut with a bit too much force than necessary. Even trying to insert my key came with a bit of a struggle and had to fight the urge to yell in frustration as I attempted to lock the door. Seriously, when will the bum of a landlord do something about this? I swear, I've had to complain about this at least 4 times this month. Oh, hey there, Ray. Looking good. My neighbor, Violet, was practically beams at me while she fishes through her pockets for her own apartment key. Resting on her hip was yet another potted plant. Where's the pot? I see plant. Where's the pot? But seriously, where's her pot? You can clearly see the stem down here. This is not a potted plant. This is just a plant. It doesn't even have roots. So, if you put that right in a pot with soil, that's probably not a good idea. Resting on her hip was yet another potted plant. No, it's not. And I found myself wondering where she was going to put it this time. I was almost entirely convinced that her apartment had been turned into a greenhouse at this point, considering how her balcony was practically filled to the brim with different kinds of plants, greenery, and other various kinds of flora. But I wasn't about to complain or anything. The fragrance that wafted in with the wind always smelled floral and earthy, and it did well to mask the smell of smoke and burnt food whenever I tried to cook. Hey, your outfit is just my style. You look so cute. You'll have to let me peek inside your closet someday. I've been looking for some new inspiration lately. Especially with the winter right around the corner. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. But back to you. Her voice pulls me away from my thoughts, and I notice the growing smile on her face doesn't seem to falter. It's alright, Violet. I like you because you like plants and you're cute. So anyone who likes plants, we're good together. Hell yeah. Wow, Violet was sure extra chirpy this morning. I wonder if she'll let me borrow that kind of energy. In response, I shoot my neighbor a grin of my own, and not worried that I'm running late for work, and it was apparently enough to brighten her mood even more than it already was. What are you holding? Oh, this? It may or may not be another plant that I impulsively bought from work. Isn't she beautiful? She briefly pulls away from her lock to gently pet the succulent plant. That's literally not a succulent. That looks like part of a hydrangea, which is not a succulent. Okay, the look on her face is soft and I couldn't help but stare, but that's not... As a game dev myself, if you're gonna have visuals, it should match the text. That should be a potted succulent. Give me a cactus, man. Oh, I almost forgot. I've been meaning to ask you this, but when were you gonna tell me that you were seeing someone? Huh? A knowing look pulls at her features as Violet continues to fiddle with the lock on the door. What are you talking about? Come on! Don't act like you didn't just have a guy over last night. I saw him leaving when I took Kathy out for a walk. I'd be more worried about my neighbor taking her plants, named plants, out on a walk at night. Well, the thought of someone leaving my apartment seemed to set off way more alarm bells. Okay, main character, what do you hate against plants? I name my plants sometimes, you don't? I give Violet a concerned look, and she picks up on it almost immediately. You don't remember? Don't tell me you were drunk or something. With a huff, she gets up on trying to unlock her door. Seems as though we both share the same problem with our apartment locks, and places her potted plant on the ground before slowly making her way towards me. Tall guy, wearing a dark slasher hoodie, really into alternative fashion with the crazy amount of belts and loops wrapped around his leg. Ring any bells? No. Last night I was just catching up on some TV and talking with my friend. No one came here. Even if they did, I would have heard them. My place isn't really that big anyways. Really? But I was so sure it was your door. A hand rests on her cheek in a thinking manner before she pouts up at me, seeming giving in for now. Well, alright then. Maybe it was somebody else's apartment? I mean, it's always so dark in these hallways at night. Honestly, what's our landlord doing? Would you mind if I check with the security downstairs later? It gives me some peace of mind. Yeah, that's fine. I like her. She's checking for stalkers too. That's a good neighbor. Alright then. See you, Ray. Whoop, I got some plants to water and some MMOs to raid in, so... Oh, and she's a gamer. Perfect. Violet lets out one last huff before she picks up her plant, which name it again, and goes back to unlocking her door. Good talk, I guess, even if it was kind of awkward. Yeah, sure. See you later, Vi. Slipping past my neighbor and into the cramped hallway, I quickly make for the stairs. When will they fix that broken elevator? And break into a slight jog. Thankfully, the weather was rather cool today, and my shoes I chose weren't going to leave me blisters by the time I reached the library. The smell of old paper, coffee, and soft insects flooded my senses as I stepped through the library's glass doors. The melodic chimes alert the woman at the reception desk of my arrival, and I watch as she tucks a strand of stray blonde hair behind her ear as she turns around to greet me. Good morning, Eleanor. Oh! She looks at surprise for some reason before her expression morphs into a soft smile, and she beckons me closer with a nod of her head. Eleanor is one of my coworkers here at Cortland Bay Library, and one of the very few people who actually get work done. And although she is notorious for being rather scatterbrained, she more than makes up for it with her caring and doting attitude towards everyone. But her nurturing personality can get rather overbearing at times. And I often find myself having to step away to get some breathing room. Nevertheless, she's charming to work with, and I appreciate her always looking out for me. After all, who knows what my sleep schedule would have looked like without her help. Ray, just on time. I printed out your... wait, where was I? Her expression turns into a slight panic as she spins on her heels, and I silently watch with amusement as she shuffles through the various books and stacked papers lining her desk. Is it really that amusing when people are scatterbrained? I wouldn't know, because I'm one of the scatterbrained people, but is it funny? Where did I leave it? Here it is. Spinning around once more, Eleanor comes back and hands me a sheet of paper with the word schedule printed in big, bold letters. I take it from her grasp and give her the sheet a once-over. Well, it looks like I'm going to be busy for the next few weeks. But I guess Eleanor doesn't seem to share the same disdain as me, judging from her playful look plastered on her face. So, how does it feel to no longer be the one in charge of stacking books all day long? Although, you still have to work the front desk from time to time, though. Unfortunately. I offer a weak smile at her words before rounding the corner and placing my bag under the desk. As I begin to pull out some of my belongings, the front door chimes again, letting everyone know that another patron has come in. Figuring that Eleanor has it covered, I leave the customer to her to go back to preparing everything for the day. But as I turn around to check on her, I noticed that she had already finished screening the customer and was on her way back to her own desk across from mine. As if sensing my gaze, she spins around in her office chair and flashes me a teasing grin. Looks like he's back again. Eleanor gives a soft chuckle as she inclines her head to the direction of the person she was talking about. You know, that new guy. I don't know when he started showing up here in the Bay, but he always comes in and rents the books you recommend on the display window. And if I don't know any better, I'd say he has a little crush on you. Especially with that outfit you got on. It makes you look rather gorgeous, so I can't really fault him for staring. Because he was staring a lot. I made myself cringe. A little bit. Snorting, I push Eleanor's office chair so she's facing the other way and focus my attention back on the papers in front of me. What was with everyone today? Always smiling, gossiping about other people, and meddling in business that wasn't their own. It was bad enough that I had to deal with a potential intruder. But I doubt my deadbeat landlord was going to do anything about it. I need to buy a stronger lock on my way home from work. Maybe even some kind of alarm system. But would the store still be open by then? All of a sudden, I get pulled backwards as Eleanor playfully wheels my chair around and leans over my shoulder to softly speak into my ear. Would you look at that? Loverboy is in aisle 8 and needs some help, it seems. She nods in the direction of the red light flashing above the bookshelves, signaling to the staff that someone in the row needed our assistance. I reluctantly stand up and make my way over. I already knew for a fact that Eleanor wasn't going to help them herself, so I begrudgingly begin to make my way towards aisle 8 alone. I knew better than to glance back at her, though, knowing fully well that about my teasing coworker who would be sporting the biggest grin on her face at my misfortune. Ducking around the corners and into the aisles, I was immediately met with a broad backside that was covered by what had to be the comfiest looking cardigan I've seen. The person who it belonged to, however, hadn't seemed to notice me yet, so I awkwardly cleared my throat and absentmindedly shifted my weight from one foot to another. The first one was a cough. Whoa. Hey there, stranger. You come here often? He seemed to jump at the sudden noise before sheepishly turning around to face me. Immediately, I was taken back by his soft demeanor, doe-like eyes, and imposing height. So this was the guy who always rented out my recommended books on the display windows, huh? He definitely fits the aesthetic of a cozy literature lover needing a good book. His pink hair also reminded me of Haruko, an anime character I had recently been obsessing over with Moth during our late-night video calls. In fact, even the overall cut and style appeared vaguely similar to his. But then again, this hairstyle could have been trending right now or something, and I just so happened to be the last to know about it. But now that I really have a good look at him, which proved difficult considering his towering height, This stranger also seemed to bear a near picture-perfect resemblance to the main lead of this webcomic I was reading. It was called Always With You, and it involved the main character meeting the love of their life at it. As if noticing my spaced out look, the stranger absentmindedly scratches at his jaw while he waits for me to snap out of my thoughts. In fact, I had been so distracted I didn't even realize that he'd been muttering quietly to himself. I wasn't expecting you to show up so soon. Sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you. I was just looking for, His voice pulls me back to the present, and I hastily try to make sense of what was spilling from his cherry-tinted lips. Watching him struggle with his words would have made anyone feel bad, so I offer him a reassuring smile, in return an encouraging nod of my head. And at that, he takes a steady inhale of air before trying again. I need some help. I'm looking for a specific book, you see, but... And now he's playing with the ends of his sleeves. I felt the sudden urge to reach out and stop him. Did I find that action annoying, endearing, relatable? Who knows? But instead, I held back and waited for him to find the words to speak. But, wow, even his mannerisms were eerily similar to Haruko's. The endearing awkwardness and long-sleeve tugging gave me a sense of deja vu, and honestly felt like he walked straight out of an anime and into this very library. Alright, but like, real talk? If an anime character started acting in like real life, you know, all anime-like, I feel like most people wouldn't take to that so kindly. They'd be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you so weird? Man, Martha's gonna freak when I tell them about this later. The stranger in front of me takes another shaky inhale before he tries to speak once more, this time with a lot more confidence in his tone, fire in his eye. Do you have any books on native flora? The best one I found are on generic wildlife, but nothing about Corlin-based plants. Or, maybe I'm just in the wrong aisle. He was looking for a book about the native flora. Perhaps I should introduce him to Violet. I stepped closer to the tall man and began scanning the contents of the shelf beside him. He almost seemed to flinch at the sudden closeness between us, but showed no sign of moving away. In fact, he seemed to almost lean closer and incline his head towards mine. And had I not been too preoccupied with finding that book, I would have noticed how his breath hitches in his throat as my scent floods his senses. No, you're definitely in the right aisle. Those kind of books are just more hidden, I guess. I stepped past him this time and make my way over to the lower parts of the shelf. Absentmindedly, I ran a finger against the spines of each book until I come in contact with the book in particular. Oh yeah, no. This is definitely a romanticized meet cute. Oh yeah. It's kind of cringe actually. It's like, oh my god, look at our first cute meeting. I'm gonna be so cute and you're gonna fall in love with me. No, I want something real, man. I don't want something that someone to try too hard. Like, try a little bit, but not like this. Then, bending over slightly, I pull the book from the shelf and give the cover a once... Oh, I read this, didn't I? Is this what you're looking for? Too preoccupied with the misplaced book on the shelf. Who brings cookbooks to the nature aisle? Seriously, who does that? I barely noticed how his blue eyes trail across my form before landing on the book out of my outstretched hands. Girl, you may not be creeped out main character, but I am. The second I read that his blue eyes trailed across my form, a shiver went down my spine. Ew. Was it just me, or did he have a certain glint in his eye? Was this book really that interesting, or perhaps this tall stranger was just really into nature? Well, it's not like it mattered, because he was already taking a tentative step forward and revealing more of his hands from the depths of his long sleeves. With shaky fingers, I watched the stranger reach out and take it from my grasp. He flips through a few pages to take in its contents, before finally settling on the book with an affirmative nod. Yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. I'm glad. You're like an angel sent out from heaven or something. You're so helpful and kind too. What? What? Oh, I didn't. Did I just say that out loud? I didn't mean to. That's so weird. I'm so sorry. He looked as though he was about to cry just now, so I hastily threw my hands up in a comforting manner and shot him a reassuring smile. Hey, it's fine. No need to freak out. I just, wasn't expecting someone to say that about me. That's all. Really? Well, I think it's true for what it's worth. You really are like an angel. Thanks. For right now, this is my cue to leave before things got awkward. I gave him one last friendly smile and suddenly glanced towards the front desk, but the eccentric man showed no signs of moving. Instead, he just looked down at me expectantly. Did he want to continue the conversation? Seemed unlikely, as he didn't say anything. He simply stared at me. Whew. Okay, I gesture vaguely to the reception desk behind me. Well, if you don't need any more help, I should. This is just getting weird now. Should I even attempt to continue this conversation, or just leave? I mean, it would seem rude to just walk away abruptly. Oh no, trapped by social politeness. Especially considering how he's apparently a regular patron in the library I work at. But he wasn't making much of an effort either, so what should I do? We're gonna be, so last time I said politely excuse myself and leave. This time, we're gonna have a staring contest. Oh no, he's blushing. You shouldn't stare at me like that. Especially when it's with a stranger you don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, you haven't told me your name yet. Why do you want to know that? Oh, I guess you're right. You can call me... Oh. Well. What can I call you, sir? I'm gonna call you Kyle. I think, judging by the menu here, it says, up here it says, breaking news. Ren is best boy. So I think your name's Ren. Oh, look, I should make a profile picture. Why can I grab some? These profile pictures make me uncomfortable. I want something more conventional. Oh, that's where my sprite appears, but I don't want that. Give me a hot anime guy. Look, he's kind of hot. What is my status? Fighting a cough. valiantly. I can't spell. Did I spell valiantly? No? Alright. I'm just gonna say fighting a cop. Oh, cool. Yay, I have my last name back! I can change it! Oh my god. I have a last name, guys. It exists. Wow. I love how I can change my pronouns at any point. Ooh. Ooh, custom. Let's see. I think I like to be perceived as androgynous but feminine. Like instead of gorgeous person, I like pretty person. Yeah, masculine. Ooh. No, masculine. Masculine. Yep, I'm taking that. Uh-huh. Yep, yep. And because it makes me happy. Yay. Wow, that felt so nice. I'm so glad I looked at the menu. Oh, where were we? Oh yeah, redacted. What? It was like he had said something, but his voice was delayed. Was that even his voice? Was he speaking English? It almost felt like something that came out of a dream. How did you do that? Do what? Do what? Anyways, you can just call me Ren if you like. Is it alright if I call you Ray? Oh, Angel does suit you just as well, in my personal opinion at least. Seriously, what just happened? Was I just imagining things? And was he really flirting with me right now? Are you okay? Yeah, I think, but... How did you know my name? I don't remember telling you. Silly, it's on your name tag. As if to prove a point, Ren reaches out to gently flick the name tag that I somehow forgot that I had put on this morning. Oh. Ray is a cute name, though. And it's really, really, really fun to say, especially over and over again. Right, anyways. Say, are you busy later? I'd love to thank you for helping me find the book. Seriously, what was up with this guy? One moment he's shy, and the next moment he's bold. It was almost like he was putting up several fronts to see which one I responded to better. Actually, I'll be busy this afternoon. I need to buy a new lock for my apartment. Broski, why would you tell him that? Why would you tell a stranger that? A new lock? That doesn't sound good. Can I ask why? I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell him. I mean, what was he gonna do? Personally show up at my doorstep and test the new lock himself? Yes. Yes, that's exactly what Ren is going to do. Why would you tell a stranger that you need a new lock? Especially when you know you might have a stalker. Apparently, someone broke into my apartment last night and I didn't notice. I don't think they stole anything, but still, it's creepy. But I'm going to tell you anyways, so if you want to break into my apartment, just know it's going to be a little harder from now on. I figured it's better to be safe than sorry, you know? Yeah, but, it sounds like instead of a lock, you just need to jump the scumbag when they least expect it and beat him up and teach him a lesson. Stay up all night if you have to. Really get the edge on them. If I had to choose, then this would be the side of him that I prefer. He seemed to be at ease, and his words weren't forced or awkward. Yeah, and who's gonna be the one to beat the guy up at 3 a.m.? Because last I checked, I'm not really the type to go around throwing punches at people I don't know. And definitely not before the sun is up and shining. I could do it for you. Ew. But, I mean, we don't even know each other that well, and that's fine. I could tell you all about... I'm okay. That's fine. I could tell you all about myself on the walk there. And my whole life story and everything. When I was born, the school I went to, and how many cute librarians I've met. Which happens to be... I need some water. I'm good. Which happens to be one so far. Before I can even comment on his sudden confidence, Ren seems to pick up on my discomfort at his choice of words, even if his discomfort I was feeling, and hastily backtracked. Hey, or not. I was just messing around. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. There it was again, that subtle shift in his personality, but now that he mentioned it, would it really hurt to invite him to my place for the night? He definitely looked like he could handle himself in a fight, his contrasting outfit aside, so maybe it wasn't so bad of an idea. Heck, no! Yeah, the main character is way too unworried. You would think that they would be way more hesitant to talk to new people, but they're like, oh, it doesn't matter. Hell no. Sorry, I just don't know you well enough for that. No, I totally get it. I don't know why I suggested it in the first place, because you're a crazy stalker. Great, now it's back to being awkward again. Well, anyways. Where are they? Ray? There you are. Someone at the front desk is looking for you and... Oh, sorry. Are you busy right now? I can't... Impeccable timing as always, Eleanor. No, it's fine. I think everything is already handled here, right? I give the two of them a soft smile before making my way towards the reception desk. But as I pass by Eleanor, I gently clasp on her shoulder and shoot her a playful look of my own. If you need any more help, I'm sure Eleanor here can assist you. She loves helping others, right? As I turn to leave, I barely miss the way Ren's eyes zone in on my hand resting on Eleanor's shoulder. I only have eyes for Violet. Hours seemed to pass by in a blur, and soon enough, I found myself resting up in the employees' lounge. My mind just back to the guy from earlier, and I couldn't help but wonder what happened to him afterwards. Did he rent out the book I offered? What about my recommendation of the novel of the week? Ren surely was strange, to say the least. But I had to admit that he did seem kind of cute with his oversized cardigan and timid demeanor. Why are you thinking about him? He's creepy. He still gave me off-putting vibes, though. Especially with his ever-changing personality. And if I had to be completely honest, that shy and timid persona he displayed felt rather... forced to me. I love how the main character swings wildly from very perceptive to la da 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 da. Like, girl, no. I'm gonna save. This is from my other save file, by the way. But I restarted because My voice acting wasn't great, and I made a couple different choices so it wouldn't feel repetitive. Right? Right? Everything alright? It's not often that I find you here at this time. Conrad, my boss, styles me as he suddenly appears in the entryway. Everyone saw him as some kind of blessing to this institution, because the moment he showed up, all forms of trouble seemed to disappear overnight. Those low-life teens started causing trouble elsewhere, and the rumored gangs became few and far between. At first I thought he might have been linked with these criminals because of his intimidating gaze and facial scars. But then I got to know him better and found out that he held a massive soft spot to those dear to him. Though, much like Eleanor, Conal felt more like a father figure with how much he fretted over his staff and their well-being. That's a good boss. I mean, he literally installed a new air conditioner and water dispenser last week because one of his employees fainted due to heat stroke. Good! He could have gotten sued otherwise. He doesn't want to violate OSHA. And I respect him for that. We love doing at least the bare minimum. Good job. It wasn't anything too major, but it was nice to know that our boss was considerate enough about the people he hired. I doubt I could say the same about my old job in the city. Conrad was always nice to chat to whenever I went out on my breaks, and he would always encourage me to take up as much time as I needed before returning to my desk. But after realizing that I had once again been spacing out, I pulled myself away from my thoughts and turned to offer my boss an acknowledging smile. Yeah, I'm fine. Just taking a short break. I'll be back there soon. Take as long as you need. Don't overwork yourself. He seemed hesitant to leave. The way he was shifting from one foot to another was any indication. He shoots me a concerned look before opening his mouth, only to shut it once more in contemplation. Have you seen Eleanor? I asked her to come to me regarding the unsorted novels in the storeroom, but she's yet to show up. Eleanor, last I saw her, she was talking to one of our patrons in aisle 8. Maybe she's still there? I'll have to check again then. Thank you. And with that, he disappeared just as quietly as he came. But, that was odd. It wasn't like Eleanor to suddenly go missing. Was she still occupied with Ren? It's been a while, so I figured she would have finished helping him and left by now. Oh well, I'm sure she'll turn up sooner or later. Ren didn't seem much like a talkative person anyway. Jeez, why do my thoughts keep returning to that eccentric man? Yeah, why do they? Saying that I wasn't going to waste my time thinking about any more pink-haired guys, my beloved Haruka aside, I get up from the lounge and meander my way back towards the front desk again. But once I arrive, I immediately notice that my chatty co-worker was still nowhere to be found. It was just like my boss had said. Eleanor wasn't anywhere to be seen. What if she's dead? And it wasn't like her to just leave the reception desk unattended for so long. What if Ren killed her because we put our hand on her shoulder? Maybe she managed to knock over a pile of books again and was just busy cleaning it up. It certainly wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary for her. Well, whatever. I'm sure she'll turn up again soon. The impact from me plopping down to my office chair caused some of the papers around me to rustle, and a bright pink sticky note fluttering around captures my attention. Assuming it was left here by Eleanor, I peel the folded note off my computer screen and read it. Oh wait, it was on your computer screen? It flutters around, so it doesn't really say. It's just, oh, okay. It's on your computer. Oh, what? Go back, go back, go back. What? What happened? Go back, go back, go back, go back. Oh gosh. Oh no. We gotta backtrack. Hello, people that I still have no idea how to voice act. Okay. That never happened. You can throw this away if you want. Unfolding it, it read the following. That stuttering guy from aisle 8. Did Ren leave this note? And was that his number? I had to admit, he was a persistent fellow. Before I can allow Eleanor the chance to manifest behind me and tease me to Kingdom Come, I pocket the note and go back to sorting through the stacks of returned books I left on the desk. While walking home from work, I couldn't shake off the feeling of someone watching me from behind. Every time I turned around, no one was there. It felt like a pair of eyes were on me and watching my every move, which was strange considering how I never noticed this when I first started walking to and from my workplace. Maybe I was just imagining things, or maybe I was just too tired. Rolling my eyes around on my own paranoia, I continued on my walk, but I didn't make it far before it. Ray! Hey-o! I can recognize those boisterous voices anywhere. The first one belonged to Jae-hyun, or simply Jay, a guy I met at the university. He sat next to me during the first few days at orientation, and even offered to lend me his phone charger when my battery started to run out. He's a fun guy to be around, though his extroverted and energetic personality was often hard to keep up with. Oh, yep, I know the feeling. My best friend's like that. But Leon, the other guy awkwardly hanging off of Jay's arms, was a different story. We practically known each other since we were babies, but he moved away from Cortland Bay when we were still in elementary school. I wasn't sure when he moved back to the Bay, but it was great knowing I'd be able to see him again. I just wish I could find the time to hang out with them just like we used to. But I was always busy with work, and he was always busy playing volleyball and taking care of his sick mother in the hospital. Before I knew it, I was being pulled out of my thoughts by Jay's bubbly laugh. Hey, still with us? Hey, Ray, finally finished with work? We were just about to head over to the club shoreline. Do you want to come? I'm sure Leon wouldn't mind paying for you as well. Oi! I don't mind paying for her, but who said anything about paying for you? I did just now. Thanks, Leon. You're the best. I don't miss the way Leon rolls his eyes at Jay's antics before settling his gaze on me once more. Do you want to tag along? I don't really mind paying if you do. Sorry guys, as much as I'd love to, I'm kinda drained from work. Maybe some other time though. Hey, no worries, Dial. Just make sure to take it easy when you get back home, yeah? She shoots me a considerate smile before throwing an arm over Jay's shoulders. Well then, if you excuse us, I gotta find another way to get this knucklehead to cover his own entry fees. We can catch up another time, okay? Let me see. Good morning. More statuses. Treat your books with kindness. Imagine paying to get into a club, lol. My wallet is crying. You never did pay. That's funny. I see your work group chat. Minor to shut the window in the employee lounge. Thank you. Oh, what character is that? I think this is a dev. Has anyone seen my pen? I left it somewhere. The way Teo's fat dumpy won't fit through the stuff window. Who's Teo? I gotta admit though, this game is pretty impressive with its UI and the amount of content it has. I'm like over an hour in, and apparently there's 5 days. I'm not done day 1 yet. It was nice to see them again, especially since I had been so occupied with moving back home and settling in. It didn't feel that long, but 2 months was a long time, and I somehow couldn't find a single chance to hang out with either of them yet. Oh well, there's always next time. Putting those thoughts to rest, I started making my way back to home once more. Back home, the sounds of my microwave meal and the television filled the silence as I told Moth about my day. Excuse me. Like always, the webcam is pointed towards the ceiling, with only half of their face in the frame. But I knew it was probably because they haven't cleaned their room in a while. Hashtag relatable. Calling me out. At that thought, I glanced towards the growing pile of laundry in a basket and make a mental note to take care of it on my next day off. But now that I was looking at it, when did I leave it looking so messy? And since when did I leave last week's load on top? Hello, Earth Corray, you good? Sorry, what were you talking about? I was just asking you about that dude from earlier. Like, seriously, I can't believe he gave you his number. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Yeah, no kidding. My guy literally couldn't even stutter out a complete sentence. Yet, he was able to shoot his shot like that? Wow. Maybe his... you know, is really big. Jeez, Mom. What? I'm just saying. But you'll let me know, right? If it is really big. I'm hanging up on you. I am so glad I don't have friends who talk like this. Like, genuinely. Okay, I'm just kidding. But for real though, did you text him back yet? No. I thought you were supposed to make them wait a day or something. I don't want to seem too eager. Oh my god. No. If you like someone, text them. But he's creepy, so don't. So you did the right thing, right? So, you're saying you're eager? Attention, everyone! They're eager as heck. And for a guy who... Mouse. And for a guy who doesn't... And for a guy who doesn't even know how to grow a backbone. Ugh, I'm not saying anything. But your neighbors will keep I'm not saying anything. But your neighbors will keep you shouting like... But your neighbors will... I'm not saying anything. But your neighbors will if you keep shouting like that. Yeah, okay. Look, if it were me... I'd text him back as soon as possible. Maybe even give him a call instead if his voice was the redacted as you say it was. I am not saying that. I literally never said that. If that's what you want to believe. Dang it, their laughter was contagious. Why are you still talking to me anyway? Go call up your precious little Haruko 2.0. I got some webcomics I need to catch up on anyway. Oh. Oh, speaking of webcomics, did you read the latest chapter of Always the... Alright, I'm hanging up now. See ya, Ray. I watched the green call button turn red. Moth has always been terrible towards my impulse control, but I adored them either way. Spinning around in my chair, I glanced over at my phone charging on the nightstand and decided to listen to Moth's words after all. Hopping down on my bed, I scoop up my phone and unlock it. I navigate the messages apps easily and open up to the new contact, enters Ren's details. Moments seem to pass as I blankly stare at his number on screen, and before I could let myself stall any longer, I finally decided on what I should do. Block his number! Still sitting in the contacts app, my finger hovers over the block button before I finally decide to press it. Shouldn't have hovered in the first place. While Ren ultimately seemed harmless, his odd and timid behavior rubbed me off the wrong way. Plus, I wasn't entirely convinced that he wasn't the same person Violet saw last night. Sure, their appearances didn't match up at all, but it never hurts to be cautious. Literally, the only thing that didn't match up was clothing. Literally, it's just an outfit change. They're both tall. I climbed into bed with the thought of the supposed intruder still heavy on my mind, but I eventually put it to rest by remembering the heavy-duty lock I bought and installed earlier. Good. There's no way anyone could break in now, and even if they did, I could rely on my neighbor to hear. Often, I'd hear Violet gaming away on her computer until early hours in the morning. Oh look, it's 2 a.m., so I felt safe knowing that she'd be around if something went wrong. Even if I couldn't hear her right now, oh well, I'm sure everyone takes gaming breaks ever so often. Snuggling deeper into the warmth of my blankets, my eyes began to feel heavy, and I slowly lured myself into dreamland. Because of this, I missed sounds of foot, steps creeping down the hallway. Normal. This is normal. This is totally normal. There we go. Don't worry, Ray. I won't let you get my bad ending. So don't hide from me. Why are you hiding from me? I won't hurt you, so don't be scared. Don't you realize that we're meant to be together? I love you, Ray. I love you so much. What just... What? What just happened? Wait. Wait, no, what? just... What? Let me check the gallery, I guess? Nice. Make it to the next day. Okay, so I didn't make it. Obtain a dead end. So that was a dead end. Okay. Grace, sleep on your couch. Block Ray's number. You cross that out as if I shouldn't do that, but what if I do it again? I'm curious, actually. Let's skip a bunch. Block his ass. Again. Ray, why are you doing this? You're not going to find anything here. It's just me. Nothing else exists. Why don't you just play the game normally? That way neither of us will have to be stuck in this dark void. I love being with you. I love you interact with everything. I love watching you interact with everything. Everything is so bright and colorful when you're around. Will you let me out? Please let me out. It's no fun here. I want to be with you. I love you. I love you, 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 I love you. Okay, so there is lore. So what if I do it a third time? Okay, we're gonna block his number. Right. Why did you come back? I thought I asked you to. Oh no, never mind. Did you want to see me again? Is that why you're here? Were you thinking about me? Ray. Ray. I was thinking about you too. I can never seem to get you off my mind. It's always so much fun watching you. You'll never fail to make everything seem brighter. And it's so cute when you think about you're by yourself. It's not like I'm right here, just out of reach. Would you like that? Don't worry, I'll always be with you. Do you want to be with me too? Is that why you were trying to meet me here? Keep it up and I won't let you leave next time. Would you like that? Do you want to be with me here forever? Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever? Ray! Ray! Ray, 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 Ray. I'm just kidding. Oh, I only wanted to tease you a little. Get your heart racing the same way you make mine. Please don't be scared of me. You know I'd never hurt you. But the thought of always having you by my side is so overwhelming. I ache to have you near. Do you know that? And now I actually have you here again. Maybe I could. No, I can't. Not yet. As much as I want to be with you here forever, there's still so much planned out for the both of us. I can't see it, but I can feel it. I can tell something big is going to happen soon. I can't wait to see what it is. And I can't wait to experience it with you, Ray. Alright. I'm going to send you back now. No jump scares this time. I promise, Ray. So just be good and do what I say, okay? I love you, Ray. I love you so much. Until next time. Cool. You see the gallery. Make Rand sleep on your couch. Block Rand's number. Okay, but what if I do it again? I'm gonna keep doing it until there's no more new decks. Are you alright? Don't overwork yourself, Ray. I should apologize. I didn't mean for this to happen. I should have helped you out more. Your choices you're making and the path you're going down, it's not what I... Oh, never mind. Look, you have to know. I can't keep doing this for you, Ray. I can't keep preventing you from getting on my bad end. You won't like what happens. You won't like it. It's not as kind as me, not as soft or lenient. It will sense your fear and feed off of it. Even if you give just a small dose, it won't. It won't. See? It's scary and it won't hold back. It deserves to rot in here with me. It deserves to die. Oh. Doesn't deserve to feel your fear and eternity and damnation and solitude for these decrepit emotions, for making me feel these thoughts and act this way. I scared you. On this regret until it's nothing left to husk. That's disgusting, abhorrent. It deserves to the darkness, void of any light, perhaps, or light, or happiness. Doesn't deserve to be in the light. It doesn't deserve to bask in your radiance, to see how much you smile. It doesn't deserve to feel your warmth and eternity and damnation and solitude. I'm sorry. Did I scare you again? I can't help it. I've been here for so long. Everything takes a toll on you. It makes me feel this way. Forces me to... I won't hurt you. Don't worry. I'll protect you from it. It doesn't deserve you. But I do. 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 Do I? I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. I love you, Ray. I love you. More than it ever could. More than anyone can. They won't do this for you. No one would. Only me. Your light doesn't deserve to be tarnished by what happens in here. Sorry. Look, all I want is for you to stop trying to go down this path. You really want to see me. You don't need to keep making the wrong choices. I'll always be watching you. I'll always be with you. And, I'll always protect you. From the people who try to take you away from me. From my bad ends. From it. There's nothing that will keep me from you. But if you really want to continue meeting me here like this, I won't stop you. I'll hold back the inevitable. but just know there will come a time when I won't be able to bring you back to this place again. There's a limit on how often I can. No, never mind. I don't want to worry you. Alright, I'm going to send you back again, okay? So, promise me. Promise me. This time, you'll listen to my warnings. I'll help you as much as I can. I can next time, so don't concern yourself with meeting me here anymore. I'll find a way to meet you instead. I can anyways. I already can anyways. Have you figured it out yet? Promise me, Ray. Promise me we won't meet here anymore. No, I don't. I don't promise shit. Oh. I am going down a route, apparently. Try to start a new save, Angel. What if I do? Shit! I shouldn't have done that. This is so cool, though. What if I don't, though? I don't care about any of this. Block his number. We zooming, boys. Oh. Oh. I don't know how to voice act that. I'll try. Me ikerasami peturi kopo meo kotivo pico vimeo kolkendo apeas tikupji fully cold chip kimodges shimpuka yom fulmimido. Run, run. Ko kirkafrium you rank. Vispi had run. Upe ro. Vitbo. Bukininus. Do kipidanimio eel. Alright, wow, this is gibberish. Alright, this is gibberish. Oh my. I messed up. I mean, I was warned a lot. You did not come here for the tales of old, did you? You are here seeking him. Very well. I shall return you to him unto you once more. Though such leniency will not be seen henceforth. Do not come back here again. You do not belong here. Not until you remember that of which you have forgotten. What if I come back? So what if it's almost 11 at night? Before I can give myself time to rethink, I shoot Ren a short text explaining who this was and asked if he enjoyed his books. There, that should do it. This time I won't get sent into the void. The response is almost immediate as my phone screen lights up in my hand. I quickly open up my message app to check again. Not like I had a choice. Jeez. Hi, Ray. Yes, I'm reading through it right now. So far, it's really good. Exactly what I was expecting. Even the way he typed was adorable. I hope this isn't weird or anything, but I was kind of hoping he'd text back. I'm glad he did, so thank you. Can I at least treat him coldly? Is that like an option? Guess I will save. Place my phone back on the nightstand and start getting comfortable in bed before it goes off again just as I slip under the covers. Groaning, I pick up my phone once more. Did you fall asleep already? I guess it's pretty late. Actually, I was wondering if you were free tomorrow. I still wanted to thank you for helping me find that book. Wow, was he serious? Man, he really is persistent. Ray, are you still there? Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna respond to him after all. Minute seeing it pass as I blatantly stare at my phone to watch his pitiful attempts of getting me to respond. I can tell you're not sleeping, but I can take a hint. Sorry for bothering you. You can delete my number now if you like. No, I can't. We all saw what happened in the void. Good night, Ray, and make sure you close your window before you sleep. You wouldn't want anyone breaking in again, right? What? How did you know if it was open? Or maybe it was just common for people to not close the windows at night. Well, whatever. I wasn't about to ask him anyways. I climbed into bed and the thought of the supposed intruder is still heavy in my mind. Yep, this is normal. Oh, come on! Oh, I think I actually have to start a new game. Holy crap. Do I actually have to start a new game? Oh, man. Yeah, it says a new save. Do I actually... Hold on. I'm gonna be warm to him, because, like, I gotta know if my save is actually just screwed. I can just skip ahead, actually. I'm just gonna choose random warm options just to see if my save is screwed or not. Like, I gotta know. No, okay. Okay, so I just have to be really nice to him and I'll survive. That's cool. Quit. Okay. I guess I'll be nice to him. This is kind of weird, not gonna lie. Is it? Sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. You can just delete my number if you like. Actually, before you do, I was wondering if you were free tomorrow. Oh, is he serious? Like a date? He seemed undecided on what to say as the gray typing bubble keeps flashing on the screen. What seems like minutes pass before he finally settles on the response. Yeah, like a date. That's okay with you. I can pick you up at your place tomorrow, and we can go visit the pier or something. Only if you're interested, of course. We can just do whatever you want if you prefer. I don't mind. So he wants to go on a date. Well, it's not like I got anything planned for tomorrow. That's my day off after all, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Besides, I can't even remember the last time I went on a date with someone. I can't remember the last time I went out with someone, let alone a date. Yeah, maybe going on a date with him wouldn't be such a bad idea. Besides, Ren didn't seem that bad of a guy. I could even use this as an opportunity to get to know him better. He certainly seemed interesting. With that in mind, I quickly text him back my address and the preferred time. Hardly a moment passes before I get a response. Okay, okay, sweet. that's so bad. Okay, sweet. I'll pick you up around 11 a.m. then. I can't wait. Oh, I just saw the time. It's getting pretty late now, huh? I should let you get some sleep. Sorry for keeping you up so late, Ray. Good night, and thanks again for all your help. After sending him a good night of my own, I placed my phone down and crawled into my bed. Well, today definitely didn't turn out the way I was expecting to, but at least I scored a date with a cute guy. With his sweet words in mind, I began to drip off. So, Ren, huh? I wonder what tomorrow will bring. Alright, well, with that, I am going to hop off. Thank you for joining me for 14 days with you. And I have the misfortune on going on a date today because I didn't have a choice. I will return to the main... Oh. The main menu, though, is still cursed. What if I started a new game? That'd still be cursed? Oh, shit! that's actually lying. Oh, you were waiting for me? You're so cute, Angel. Alright, are you ready to try again? This time, I'll help you out. Oh! Interesting. I'm gonna save that in a separate save. Angel, wait! Return to the main menu? You will lose any unsaved progress. Oh, the menu is still cursed. Interesting. So it seems like whatever change I did was permanent. I have one save where he's helping me out, another save where he's not. I wonder what that will entail. Well, interesting. Seems like I messed up my save. And with that, I bid you all a good night.